A pleasant good evening. We're live at Cardinal O'Hara High School for Game 3 of the Delco League Championship Series. Just about set to get underway. Frank Perotti on the mound for Upper Darby. His first pitch is into Wayne's Luke Mutz. And we're underway, off and running here in Game 3. The series tied between Wayne and Upper Darby at a game apiece. The 1-0 misses low. It's 2-0. Mutz leads it off, followed by Jace Tharnish. Nate Sides, Stephen Wells, Sean Mulholland, Matt Briner, Tommy Bradley, Jake Ciani, and Reese Malik as Perotti gets a strike in. Perotti, the right-hander, on the mound for Upper Darby. A 3-1 win for the Blue Sox last night to tie the series. That ball's on the ground, a second. It's an easy play for Upper Darby. Looks like Steve Tyson over there. We'll go through the Upper Darby lineup in the home half of the inning. So one away for Jace Tharnish. Tharnish without a hit in the series, but he drew 3 walks in Game 1. First pitch from Perotti. It's a fastball down and into the right-handed hitting batter. Now he takes a called strike. The line, the 1-1. Checks his swing. Pitch is low. Team separated by a single run over the first 2 games of the series. As Tharnish takes up and in 3-1. Wayne with a 6-5 walk-off win in Game 1 on Monday. Game 2 scheduled for Tuesday. Rained out, pushed back to Wednesday, taking out that off day in the middle. That one just misses clipping Tharnish. So he draws his 4th walk of the series. He's only got 4 official at-bats and no batting average, but his on-base percentage coming in was at .429. So that's 1 on for Nate Sides, the shortstop, batting 3rd tonight. He flip-flopped between 3rd and 4th in the order. First pitch swinging, hits that one out towards left. Coming in is Andrew Yates. He makes a sliding grab, a nice play on the line drive, 2 away. Sides, another Wayne player without a hit over the first 2 games of the series. Alongside Tharnish and Tommy Bradley. Now we have Stephen Wells. Wells hitting .333, 2 for 6 in the first 2 games of the series. A 3-run home run in the first inning of Game 1. Stayed Wayne out to an early lead. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Should he get aboard, Sean Mulholland back in the starting lineup. He will wait on deck. Wells takes up and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Upper Darby defense, Christian Strickland behind the plate. Joey Supa at first, Steve Tyson at second. Max Anastasio at third, Josh Hankins in short, Andrew Yates in left, Adam Fine in center, Vince Gasparo in right. That pitch outside gets away from Strickland. And so Tharnish will trot down to second base on the wild pitch. The 3-0 the count to Wells. Can't imagine they're really going to give him anything to hit. There's one at the belt, but it's outside, so a 4-pitch walk for the Wayne first baseman. And the regular season champs have 2 on with 2 out here in the first. First pitch swing is Mulholland. He pops that one a mile high. That'll get foul out of play down the right field line, 0-1. Thanks for joining us here. It's a warm evening. It doesn't feel as warm as it has recently, but the humidity, when you start moving around, you really feel it a little bit. Mulholland swings, lost that one into left field. A little drop for a base hit. Tharnish rounds third. Yates' throw comes in. It's offline. Wells will go to third. It's an RBI single for Sean Mulholland. And for the third consecutive game, we've got first inning runs. It's 1-0 Wayne. So now Matt Briner bats from the left side. Takes a called strike with Mulholland at first, Wells at third, 2 away. Takes high. Series tied at a game apiece, but you'd have to say that Upper Darby has had a little bit more of the positive momentum since about the third inning of game 1, with the exception of the walk-off error that won game 1 for Wayne. That one's low and away. A 5-0 lead through 2 for the team in tonight, gray and black. Upper Darby tied it up 2 innings later. And then last night it was the Johnny Gonzalez show once again. One of the longest running shows in Delco League history. That pitch misses. Gonzalez, last year's championship series MVP. A complete game 3-hitter last night in a 3-1 win. And now Briner draws a walk. Not to state the obvious, but this is not the start that either Upper Darby manager Dave Jordan or Upper Darby pitcher Frank Perotti were looking for. So that'll load the bases for Tommy Bradley. He is another one of the Wayne players to play both games without a hit. He's 0 for 7. 1 strikeout. He's putting the ball in play. Just hasn't cashed in yet. Takes a called strike. He was the one that hit the ground ball that led to the error that led to the winning run, but no RBI on that play. So still looking to get into the box score to the positive, and he takes ball 1. Swings, hits that one out towards right. Gasparo a few steps to his left. He's battling the sun. He doesn't see it. It drops. That one could clear the bases. Briner's rounding third. It's a stand-up double for Bradley. The throw. Does he get the tag in? He didn't get the tag in. Briner tags the plate. It's a 3-run double for Tommy Bradley, the reverse announcer jinx. And Wayne has a 4-0 lead here in the first. Gasparo took a few steps to his left out in right field. Held up his glove. It looked like he was about to make the catch, and the ball just dropped nowhere near where he was. Joe Supa saw it. He wasn't able to get there in time. An easy double for Bradley, and he'll be replaced by a courtesy runner. A back-breaking turn of events for the Blue Sox here in the first, as the first pitch to Jake Ciani is high, and that gets away. And the courtesy runner, that's Mike Valente, will trot back. Sometimes if you're in a little bit of a slump, you need a hit like that, and that will go in as a hit. But that's sometimes you need to catch a break to get off the schneid, and Bradley caught a pretty big break right there. As that ball, any other time of day, maybe any other field, would have been an easy third out. But that area of the field is draped in the sun, and you can see where the sun is setting behind the trees. Vince Gasparo was battling that, never saw it. And now there's some bullpen activity for the Blue Sox. Throw down to second on the back pick. Valente back safely. There's a called strike. 2-1 the count to Jake Ciani. He's got a man on second and 2 away. Takes low. Swung on and missed. The count goes full now to Ciani. That would appear to be either Ben Thorpe or Zach Taylor getting loose in the bullpen, as both are listed as number 32. Swing and a miss. Parati gets the strikeout to end the inning. But talk about the damage being done. 4 runs on just 2 hits. There were no errors, 3 walks, 1 batter left on base. We're through a half inning. It's Wayne 4. Upper Darby coming to bat. You're listening to the Delco League Championship Series on DelcoLeague.com. Bottom half of the first inning, Upper Darby in a 4-0 hole here in Game 3. However, the Blue Sox in the semifinals against Springfield trailed 5-0 after 2/3 of an inning at home. Walked it off 6-5. That kind of set them on the way to the championship series. Adam Fine leads it off for the Blue Sox. He takes ball 1. Fine hitting .400 on the season, a .625 on-base percentage. A couple of singles, 3 walks, a stolen base. He takes a called strike. It'll be Fine, followed by shortstop Josh Hankins and second baseman Steve Tyson. Then Max Anastasio, Andrew Yates, Joe Supa. Fine swings and misses. Tyler Summerall, Christian Strickland, Vince Gasparo. 1 through 9 for the Blue Sox. On the mound for Wayne, Cam Mathis, the winner of Game 1. As he misses for a ball, it's 2-2. Mathis threw a perfect inning, retired all 3 batters he faced in Game 1. Started out in left field, got a couple at bats last night, and here he is starting Game 3. His team has staked him to an early 4-0 lead. From the stretch, the pitch fouled off. One of those situations where you come out and you can pitch free and easy, you can pitch to contact. Coming into tonight's game, Upper Darby hitting just .212 in the series. Wayne just a .192. So neither team really getting it done consistently offensively to this point. So 4-0 doesn't seem like a lot, but if Mathis can just keep the ball on the ground, throw strikes, and there's one to Fine, catches him looking. He goes down for out number 1. Little crosstown rivalry from the college days. Cam Mathis Wrapped up his career at Villanova. Adam Fine, member of the baseball team at St. Joseph's. Wildcat gets the better of the Hawk in that matchup. Doesn't happen all that often on the diamond anymore, as Josh Hankins takes a called strike. Hankins 1 for 3 last night, did not play on Monday. Takes another called strike. It's 0-2. Tried to check his swing. Looked like it was a called strike and disagreed with the home plate umpire. But show me the player who agrees with a strike called against him. 0-2, hit out towards left. That one's headed to left center. On the run, a diving catch by Jake Ciani. Perfectly timed. There's no other way he was getting that ball. A sinking line drive. And it's out number 2. So that'll bring up Steve Tyson. Tyson hitting .250. He's got a run scored, a couple of hits, 3 RBIs in the series. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Tyson playing second base tonight. There's a called strike from Mathis. From the stretch. And this is outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Should Tyson get aboard, Max Anastasio, the third baseman, waits on deck. There's the offering. Another called strike. So 2 strikeouts for Mathis in the inning. Both of the looking variety. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1 full inning in the books. Wayne leads it 4-0. Second inning here at Cardinal O'Hara. First pitch swinging is Reese Malik. Only batter not to hit in the first inning, as Wayne leads it 4-0 here in Game 3. Malik, then the top of the order, Luke Mutz, Jace Tharnish. Frank Perotti back out on the mound, bounces one in there. It's 1-1. Game 3 tonight. Game 4 tomorrow night right here at Cardinal O'Hara, 5:45. One of these 2 teams will have the opportunity to win the title tomorrow night. The 1-1. Malik pops that one up to center. Fine looks up, takes a couple of steps in, makes the catch, one away. Now should the team split the 2 games here at O'Hara, the decisive Game 5 scheduled for Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock out at Devon Prep. Top of the order, Luke Mutz. He's 0 for 1. Takes a called strike. Wayne with just 2 hits in the first inning, but 3 walks. And Tommy Bradley's bases loaded, bases clearing double. That's low. Now Mutz takes up and in. It's 2-1. That's low, so 3-1 the count to Luke Mutz. Mutz hitting .333 for the first 2 games of the series. Tied for second on the team in the series in batting average with 2 other guys. First, Bill Ford, he's 1 for 1. There's a called strike. So among qualifying batters, Mutz, Malik, and Stephen Wells entered the game with the highest batting averages on the team. Wells still at .333. The others have dropped. As now Mutz draws a walk, so the 4th of the game through an inning and a third for Parati. And the activity picks back up in the Upper Darby bullpen. That's John Fitzpatrick. So Parati back to the stretch with Mutz on first and 1 out. First pitch swinging, Jace Tharnish rather misses strike 1. Tharnish, a 1-out walk in the first. Went to second on a wild pitch with 2 outs. And then the cavalcade began. Swings and misses, nothing in 2. Here we are in the second. Wayne making an out and then drawing a walk. So Parati hoping it's not deja vu all over again. That one's fouled off. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. With Nate Sides on deck. Now time's called. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Tharnish pops that foul over the Wayne dugout. Wayne inhabiting the first base dugout mentioned gray pants and the standard black tops with the white numbers. Team name, black caps with the white W on the front. That pitch is up and in. 2-2 the count to Tharnish. Upper Darby, same as they've worn the first 2 games. The blue tops, the gray pants, the blue caps with the gray panel on the front. There's swing and a miss for strike 3 on Tharnish. First strikeout, or second strikeout rather, for Parati, and there's 2 away. So that'll bring up Sides. He's 0 for 1. First pitch up and in. Sides out in front, fouls it off. 1-1 the count. Stephen Wells waits on deck. I'll throw over to first, but Mutt's back safely. Parati from the stretch. Sides gets a piece and fouls it off. Two and two the count. Parati eyes the runner. Comes home. Sides takes high. Pitch from Parati popped up down the right field line, foul territory. It's a long run for Gasparo, and that'll get out of play. So count 2-2 to Nate Sides with 2 outs here in the second. Swung on and missed. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Wayne leaves 1, an inning and a half in the books. It's 4-0 Wayne. Four, 5, 6 due up for the defending champs. Max Anastasio leads it off. First pitch from Cam Mathis, low and away. Bottom half of the second inning, Wayne on top, 4-0, trying to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Anastasio can't hold up. It's 1-1. The Anastasio, Yates, and Supa. Anastasio hitting .429, the highest average of anyone who's played in both games, or hit in both games of the series, rather. And it's a long fly ball out to right. Tharnish, though, makes a couple of steps to his right and makes the catch. Anastasio had the home run last night in the first inning that gave Upper Darby the lead. And Johnny Gonzalez did the rest. Kind of surprised not to see him up and throwing. Imagine he might be available out of the pen tomorrow, and then should there be a game 5, he's getting that ball. And really, it's tough to make an argument for anybody else to take it, as Andrew Yates steps in, bats from the left side. First pitch in for a called strike. Last year, Upper Darby trailed 2-1. Game 4 out at Sun Valley. Aston Valley was trying to clinch the title. Gonzalez got the start. The game was suspended due to darkness, as that one's rolled over towards second. Mutt's gloves over to first, 2 down. The game was suspended after, I want to say, 6.5 innings or so. Tie score. came back the next night. Gonzalez came back out, finished it off. Ended with 9 innings pitched across 2 days. Basically won himself the MVP award right there. There's a strike to Joey Supa. Upper Darby came back the next night, won the championship right here at home as Supa takes low and away. In order to win it at home this year, they're going to have to come back from this 4-0 deficit and win tomorrow. Pitch, fouled back. A ball and 2 strikes. Mathis, a breaking ball, buckles the knees of Joe Supa to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors. None left. Head to the third. It's 4-0 Wayne. Middle of the order due up for Wayne here in the third. Stephen Wells leads it off against Frank Perotti. Wayne with a 4-0 lead. Wells takes low and away. He walked, came around to score his first time up. Two runs scored rather in the series. He takes a strike. 3 RBIs in game 1. He also had the only hit last night for Wayne through the first 5+ innings. There's a called strike 1 and 2. Wells will be followed by Sean Mulholland and Matt Briner. All 3 due up to bat this inning. Came in to score on the double by Bradley that staged Wayne to this big lead. The 1-2 misses outside. Perotti trying to pound the lower outside part of the strike zone. Wells rips that one down the line, but it's foul. He's scooped up by some folks down the right field line. Down that right field corner, the American flag hangs from the foul pole, and right next to it, the Upper Darby Championship banner of the Blue Sox, winning last season's title for their first in league history. And this is outside. Count goes full. Wayne, on the other hand, playing for number 18. That one is out towards right center. That's going to split the gap and go all the way to the fence. Wells around first. He's going to have to hurry. Gets in there to second base in time. It's a leadoff stand-up double for Stephen Wells. Third hit of the game. So Sean Mulholland comes up, the man in scoring position, nobody out. As John Fitzpatrick starts to throw a little bit harder in the Upper Darby bullpen. Mulholland takes ball one. Now Fitzpatrick sits back down. He's ready to go when called on. Pride's pitch swung on and missed. Pride gets a called strike. It's 1-2. Anastasio and Supa guarding the lines. Tyson and Hankins playing up the middle. Mulholland fouls one off. Hits him while he's in the box. Fine playing deep in center, but Yates not too deep in left. Pitch. That one is on the ground. Anastasio gloves it and drops it. He's got time. He doesn't throw it. Didn't realize how much time he had. Mulholland not running well, as we knew last night, as he hit a chopper up the line that almost any other night would be a base hit, and Gonzalez went and fielded it, made the throw, and got Mulholland by a step. In this situation, we're going to have a pinch runner come out for Mulholland, so I don't believe this is a courtesy runner situation. I believe he's going to be done for the night. But that's going to have to go into the scorebook as an error on Anastasio, as he picked up and had an out at first and elected not to make the throw after the misplay. First error of the night for either team. So now there's 2 on and nobody out for Matt Briner. He squares to bunt, pulls it back. You can see Mulholland running a little gingerly, especially after he got through the bag, so you suspect his night is finished. Now Briner squares, bunts it foul up in the air. Bunting like a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience bunting. Nothing into the count. Briner takes outside. Shadows starting to creep across the left field line. Yates out in left and Anastasio at third. In the shade, that may have had an effect on the play. And so was the pitcher, Parati. And now home plate almost ensconced in the shadows as time is called. The pitch is high, 2-2. Now, in theory, a baseball diamond is supposed to be constructed so that the sun sets behind home plate. That's why if you pop on a Major League game in the late afternoon, it's always home plate and then the pitcher's mound in the shade. And that ball bounces in front of the plate, gets away. The runners are going to move up. Another wild pitch for Frank Parati. So now second and third with nobody out. And the count full to Briner. This game is in real danger of getting away from Upper Darby real quick. Swung on, and that one is going to drop in left field for a base hit. Wells scores. They hold up Valente at third. It's an RBI single for Matt Briner. It's 5-0 Wayne. And you suspect that will be it for Frank Perotti. And it is. He will depart with the runners at first and third, his responsibility. So we'll take a break. Wayne up 5-0 here in the third, threatening to blow this game wide open. Top half of the third inning, John Fitzpatrick makes his first appearance of the championship series. He is on in relief. He's in a bit of a pickle. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Tommy Bradley up. Wayne already. Pitch is ripped out towards left center. Fine coming in. It's going to drop in front of him. He knocks it down, but that will allow Valente to score. That will be an unearned run. It's an RBI single. Tommy Bradley. It's now a 6-0 lead. So now Jake Ciani bats from the left side. Against the right-hander, Fitzpatrick squares the bunt. Bunts it backwards, foul and out of play. Somehow managed to miss the netting and the fencing. Now he bunts it foul again. 0-2. Comes the pitch from Fitzpatrick. That misses. Now up and away again, 2-2. The count to Ciani. Reese Malik on deck. Fitzpatrick's pitch. It's taken outside, so from 0-2 now to 3-2. 2 on, nobody out. Checks his swing. It's a called third strike. So first out of the inning recorded by Fitzpatrick. Called strike to Reese Malik. He flew out to start the second. Fitzpatrick gets another one in there. As it looks like game one starter Tommy Kent getting loose for Upper Darby. Ball's fouled off out of play. Oh, it's poked right back to the mound. Fitzpatrick goes to third for 1. Anastasio will keep it, a fielder's choice for Malik. And they get Briner 1-5 for out number 2. First pitch swinging is Luke Mutz. 0-1. Mutz 0 for 1 with a walk. Third inning, third plate appearance for the Wayne second baseman. Now called strike, 0-2 the count. Fitzpatrick's trying to limit the damage. He's got 2 on and 2 outs. There's a called third strike at the belt. So Mutz goes down looking to end the inning, but Wayne tacks on 2 more. They do it on 3 hits. There's 1 error and they leave 2 through 2.5. It's Wayne 6, Upper Darby 0. 6-0 Wayne last of the third. Cam Mathis cruising. First pitch. It's Tyler Summerall in for a called strike. It'll be Summerall, Christian Strickland, Vince Gasparo, 7-8-9 due up in the third. But Darby needs to get some base runners as we get into the middle innings here. It's upstairs. 1-1 the count to the Upper Darby designated hitter. Played a little first base in game one. Takes that one low. And that one misses, so 3-1 to count. It's a Summerall. Bats from the left side. That one's popped up. Foul ground. Malik has room. That one drifts back fair. And he makes the catch for out number one. Christian Strickland to the plate. 1 for 5 in the series with a walk. Swings and fouls one off. Pitch to Mathis, swung on and missed. The 0-2. Strickland out in front of an off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 4 for Cam Mathis. 2 down. Mathis staking his claim to potential Series MVP award should Wayne go on to win. First pitch to Gasparo, fouled up out of play, back in our direction. We're camped out up the left field line. Up on the hill here at O'Hara. Another hill on the first base line. No real difference between the two. I chose this one because it's in the shade. Veteran move. Pitch is low. It's a ball and a strike to Vince Gasparo. Should he get aboard, Adam Fine waits on deck. Mathis has his sign. He's set at the letters. Gasparo pops that one up. Behind the infield. Sides is over. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Cam Mathis. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on base. 3 full in the books. Wayne leads it 6-0. Into the fourth inning, Jace Tharnish leads it off for Wayne, takes a called strike from John Fitzpatrick. 6-0, Wayne on top, trying to take a 2-1 lead here in this best-of-5 championship series. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Tharnish 0 for 1, walked and scored and struck out in the second. Still looking for his first hit of the series. But he's certainly gotten some of the job done on the base pass as he pops one up, but it's foul. Tharnish, a couple of runs scored, 4 walks in the series. Tries to check his swing. It's a called strike anyway. He goes down looking. Already the third strikeout for John Fitzpatrick in the 5 batters he's faced. He's gotten 4 outs. So Nate Side steps in, 0 for 2. Pops up the first pitch. Steve Tyson, second baseman, is back on the edge of the outfield grass. Kind of a tough spot with the sun and shade, but he's able to make the catch. So that's 2 quick outs. For Stephen Wells now to step in. It's John Fitzpatrick trying to keep this where it is. Give his teammates the opportunity to get the lumber working. Takes the first pitch up and away. Does Wells. There's nothing doing for Upper Darby the first time through the order. And they're going to have to hope for better in the second as Wells takes high. Fitzpatrick comes home. That one is fouled straight up in the air and back off the top of that first base dugout. 2-1. To the former Chester man who now plies his trade for Wayne. And it's outside, 3-1. It's low. Wells is aboard for the 3rd time. 2 walks and a double. He scored in each of those first 2 appearances. Both of them coming against Frank Perotti. Perotti went 2+, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. No hit batters or 2 wild pitches. That'll bring up Mike Valente, who pinch ran for Sean Mulholland, first pitch swinging. He fouls it off down the right field line. So correction, 4 hits given up by Perotti as Valente fouls it off. On the ground, just past the reach of Max Anastasio, but it's foul. Very close play, but no argument from Wayne manager Brian Feely, who is standing right at third base. So 0-2 to Valente. Fitzpatrick from the stretch. The pitch. Gets a piece. And fouls it off. So Valente scored the run back in the third, an unearned run in place of Mulholland, getting his first plate appearance of the evening. Takes outside. That one's popped foul. That's going to get out of play. So Valente hanging in. He's made 2 appearances in the series thus far on the mound. He's pitched in each of the last 2 games. 2 innings of relief, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. Did hit a batter. Pitched to 2 batters last night, the only 2 batters in the lineup for Upper Darby that he hadn't faced the night before, as he takes low and away. So through 1 trip through the order, the Blue Sox hitting a .143 against him, a 3.5 ERA. He and Bill Ford, the 2 relievers for Wayne to appear in each game. Another foul ball. So the count will ride at 2-2 with 2 away here in the 4th. Wayne with a 6-0 lead. Valente swings, hits that one a long way out towards left center. Fine on the run, he's there, he makes the catch. Didn't quite slam into the wall, but he kind of runs into it, hangs on. A nice play for the center fielder, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've reached the midway point of this one. Wayne on top, 6-0. Ball 1 to Adam Fine, leading off the 4th inning. Second time through the order for the Blue Sox, and there's a fly ball to deep left. Matt Briner is over. He makes the catch a little awkwardly. Kind of got stuck as he caught the ball, but that is easily the most well-hit ball for Upper Darby tonight. And it comes on the first man through the second time through the order here in the 4th. 1 away for Josh Hankins. He's 0 for 1. Just like everybody else in the Upper Darby lineup. And we'll leave it at that. Here in the 4th, Wayne on top, 6-0. Hankins takes it low. He said Cam Mathis threw a perfect 7th inning, and Wayne won it in the bottom of the inning. Out here in Game 3. So 1-0 now the count to Hankins. He flew out to center his first time up. Steve Tyson on deck. It's getting late early for Upper Darby. Now 2-0. And Mathis gets one over, 2-1. Mathis ended up the winning pitcher in that game by virtue of that walk-off as he gets another pitch in for a strike. Looking to go 2-0 in this series. If he can finish this inning, he will be eligible for the win should Wayne not relinquish the lead. One is poked out towards first. Wells gloves it, calls off Mathis. Put it down as 3 unassisted, 2 down. Tyson a strikeout victim in the first inning. Mathis with 4 on the night, 3 of them of the backwards K variety. Breaking ball in at the knees. And an interesting development in the Upper Darby dugout. Max Anastasio in the on-deck circle has the catcher's shin guards on. As Tyson swings and misses, 0-2. Not sure what that means for Christian Strickland going forward. The 0-2 is hit out towards right. Tharnish with his glove over his eyes. He can't see it. Now he does. He's there. He makes the catch. Stop me if you heard this before. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left for Upper Darby. 4 full in the books. It's 6-0 Wayne. The new pitcher for Upper Darby, left-hander Tommy Kent. Now the other Game 1 starter in the ball game. Gets a called strike to Matt Briner. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Top half of the fifth, Wayne on top 6-0. A defensive switch for Upper Darby in addition to the pitching change. Max Anastasio, the third baseman, and Christian Strickland, the catcher, have swapped positions. A called strike. You wonder if Strickland in some way injured himself a little bit. And they're trying to get him out of that crouch. And it's high, 2-2. It'll be Briner, Bradley, and Ciani. Due up for Wayne here in the fifth. Fouls that one off. So we've hit 7 o'clock on the East Coast. Kent, the left-hander, through an inning and 2/3 on Monday night. 5 runs on 3 hits, 5 walks. So no matter who is out there, as Briner fouls one off. A lesson learned, free passes proving absolutely deadly in this one. In this whole series, rather. Kent wearing number 5 tonight instead of his customary number 6 as Briner takes the ball. Briner tries to check his swing. They say he went, so Anastasio applies the tag. Briner, the left-handed hitter, they appeal up the third baseline. Have to say, agree with the umpire. He committed a little bit too much to that pitch. So he goes down swinging for out number 1, despite the mild protestations of himself and the Wayne dugout. Tommy Bradley steps in. He's 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs tonight. He takes ball 1. Nothing, or 2-0 rather, the count to Bradley. Bradley started the series 0 for 7. And while the average of 222 is not all that impressive, the 4 RBI here in this game certainly coming through in the clutch for his team in what is a 6-0 lead as he took ball 3. Kent fires. There's a 4-pitch walk for Tommy Bradley. And he will be replaced by courtesy runner Christian Thack. 2 innings for John Fitzpatrick in relief. No runs, 1 hit. He struck out 3. He walked 1. Kind of stem the tide, stop the bleeding a little bit. As that pitch gets up and in on Ciani, it goes to the backstop. So a wild pitch. Third of the game for Upper Darby pitching. Thought for a second the pitch may have clipped Ciani on the ear flap. Left-hander from the stretch, kicks and delivers. Outside corner, 1-1. Looks like Ben Thorpe and Michael Costello loosening up. So another one comes up and in on Ciani. A lefty on lefty matchup. And Thorpe and Costello starting to loosen up. And that pitch is low. So 3-1. The man on second and one out here in the fifth. Swung on and missed. The count full to Jake Ciani. Three-two in the dirt. Ciani aboard for the first time tonight. Second consecutive walk issued by Tommy Kent, rather. That is the 7th walk of the game for Wayne batters. First pitch to Reese Malik, in for a strike as Strickland started to creep up, expecting a bunt. I mentioned 7 walks, 2 of them this inning. Of the 5 walks to this point, 3 of them came in to score. Malik takes high. It's the same story at any level of baseball. Walks are killers. Kent checks the run at first, comes home. Malik takes a called strike. Luke Mutt's on deck. One is on the ground up the middle. It is gloved by the shortstop Hankins. Tries to apply the tag to Ciani. He couldn't. Gets the out at first instead. Looks like we had another shift defensively for Upper Darby as Joe Supa's over at second base now. And Tyson has slid over to first. So Malik is out 6-3. Runners advance. 2 out top of the order. Luke Mutt's already making his 4th plate appearance of the night here in the top half of the 5th. Swung on and missed, nothing in 1. Now called strike, no balls and 2 strikes to Luke Mutz. Up and in, 1-2. Mutz 0 for 2 tonight. And he does have a walk. That one is in the air, out towards left. Coming over to the line is Yates. He'll make the catch. And he'll hang on for out number 3. So a spot of trouble for Tommy Kent. But he works his way around it. No runs and no hits. No errors. Wayne leaves 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's 6-0. Max Anastasio leads it off for Upper Darby in the 5th. Blue Sox with 9 outs to play with here, down 6 runs. It's 6-0. Takes outside 2-0 to be Anastasio, Yates, and Supa. Middle of the order in the 5th. Mathis working from the stretch. Anastasio fouls it off. Two balls and a strike to the starting third baseman who moved behind the plate. Takes up and in, gets out of the way. That one is inside. Max Anastasio draws a leadoff walk. The first base runner of the game for Upper Darby here in the 5th. Ends a string of 15 in a row sent down by Mathis across his 2 appearances in the series. So Upper Darby with a man on for the first time. That brings up Yates. First pitch swinging, he misses, 0-1. Cam Mathis flirted with perfection tonight. Maybe say he eyed perfection from across the room. There's a called strike. Up and into Yates. Ben Thorpe throwing again in the Upper Darby bullpen. Outside to Yates, 2-2. Joe Supa on deck. Called third strike. Yates goes down looking. 5th punch out of the night for Cam Mathis. 1 down in the 5th. Looks like a lot of stunned faces in the Upper Darby dugout there. They kind of need something to get them going if they're going to try to mount any sort of rally. Joe Supa steps in. He's now playing second base. Takes one low. Supa 1 for 7 in the series coming in. Takes ball 2. Gets the bat on that one out towards right field. That one's going to drop in front of Mutz actually, and he's going to throw it away. I mentioned we're up the third base line. A tough read on the depth of that ball. Mutz fielded it, had a chance to make a play, threw it in the dirt. Imagine that's got to go in the book as an error. There's no guarantee that he gets the runner, but he did have a play. So now Upper Darby's got 2 on and 1 out for Tyler Summerall. Mathis pitching with men on base for the first time tonight. That one's on the ground to first. Wells to short for 1. Back to first. Mathis covering in time. The old 3-6-1 double play to retire the side. No runs, no hits. There's 1 error. And they leave 1. 5 complete in the books. Wayne leads it 6-0. Ben Thorpe on the mound for Upper Darby. First pitch to Jace Tharnish. Misses. Ball one, top of the sixth. Wayne on top, 6-0. Pitches up and in. Thorpe, the fourth pitcher of the game for the Blue Sox, as Michael Costello and Aiden O'Brien get loose. Tharnish pops a foul out of play. It'll be Tharnish, Sides, and Wells, their fourth plate appearances apiece. Tommy Kent, shutout inning. Did not allow a hit. Did allow 2 walks and corked a wild pitch. Tharnish takes high. Pitch fouled off. Thorpe comes set. Pitch is high. Tharnish draws a walk, his second of the night. He's got 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Nate Sides is into right field for a base hit. Tharnish rounds second. He's going to go to third. Throw not in time. So Wayne's got something cooking once again. First and third, nobody out for Stephen Wells. Wells swings at the first pitch. Hits that one out to right field. Tharnish scores. Side stops at second. The extra point is good. It's 7-0 Wayne. We'll say this game eerily reminiscent of Game 3 of last year's series. Upper Darby lost to Aston Valley 6-0. Chris Murphy 11 shots in that one. However, that one happened at Sun Valley. This is happening on Upper Darby's home turf as Valente takes ball. Now Thorpe steps off, scampering back to second to Sides. Now called strike to Valente, making his second plate appearance. Thorpe kicks. Valente swings and misses. Takes low and away. Good eye. Comes the pitch, swung on. That one's hit a long way out towards center, but finds under it. He waits for it, makes the catch, sides, tags. Throw goes into third. Wells moves up. So Valente is retired for the first down of the inning. So Matt Briner's got a couple in scoring position. He's got a walk, an RBI single, and a strikeout thus far tonight. Swings and fouls it off. Yeah, 1. Looking for a called strike. Now another called strike as Briner goes down looking. First strikeout victim for Thorpe. So Tommy Bradley, 2 for 2. A walk, 4 RBI. And that'll be it for Ben Thorpe as Aiden O'Brien is going to check in. We'll be right back with a pitching change here at Cardinal O'Hara. First pitch from the left-hander, Aiden O'Brien, misses inside for ball 1 to Tommy Bradley. Stephen Wells at second, Nate Sides at third, 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Wayne on top 7-0, looking to try to put this one to bed. Bradley swings, hits a fly ball down the left field line, but that'll get foul. The out-of-play line is drawn right at the bottom of the hill to prevent any players from trying to run up the hill and injuring themselves. Or any spectators who may be camped up along the hill. as Bradley takes upstairs. 2-1 the count. And Brian, the 5th pitcher of the game for Upper Darby. Now, there's a game tomorrow night, and they're going to have to find a starter. Bradley rips that one just over the head of Christian Strickland. Yates fields it. Wells is going to hold up at third. Side scores. It's an RBI single for Tommy Bradley. He's got 5 ribbies on the night. It's 8-0. First pitch swinging is Jake Ciani. Fouls it out of play. I think it could be worse for Upper Darby to this point. Wayne left 7 on through the first 5, but they're trying to prevent that here. Supa fields that one on the ground over to short for the force out. That'll retire the side, but there's 2 runs in. Wayne does it on 3 hits. No errors. And they leave 2. Last of the 6th. Wayne on top, 8-0. Be a pinch hitter for Upper Darby to start the bottom of the 6th inning against Cam Mathis. It's Billy D'Ambrosio step in place for Christian Strickland. 8-0. Wayne leads it as D'Ambrosio takes the ball. Fouled off. The 5th saw the first base runners allowed by Mathis, a walk and an error. As D'Ambrosio takes a called strike. And the pitch is low. Another pinch hitter on deck. D'Ambrosio lofts that one out to right. Tharnish goes back, and then he comes in and makes the catch. So the pinch hitter is John Amon, and for a second there we had 2 number 11s waiting on deck as Amon was on deck to pinch hit and Adam Fine was waiting to move into the on deck circle. So Amon will bat for Vince Gasparo. Made a previous appearance in the series as a courtesy runner was caught stealing. That's not how you want to get into the box score. So he'll get a plate appearance here as he takes one high for ball one. Presumably, D'Ambrosio will come in and either play third base or first. You can see Tyson move across the diamond. A called strike, 1-1. Aiming probably the right fielder in the top half of the seventh, as Vince Gasparo's night is done. That one is lofted out to shallow left field. It's in the left center, and Ciani is over and makes the catch for out number 2. Top of the order, Adam Fine. Fine takes low for ball one. He's 0 for 2, struck out in the first, flew out in the fourth. We said the walk by Anastasio in the fifth ended a run of 15 consecutive batters retired to start the series by Mathis. As Fine takes, it's 2-0. Swings, pops that one up. Shallow right field. It's Mutz. He's over. He makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left. We go to the seventh. Wayne on top, 8-0. Top of the seventh, another new pitcher for Upper Darby. Right-hander Michael Costello, first pitch. Hit out to right field for a base hit by Reese Malik. Wayne on top, 8-0. Costello's 6th pitcher of the night for the Blue Sox. Hayden O'Brien, a third of an inning. No runs, allowed a hit. So Luke Mutz steps in. Takes a ball one. Ninth hit of the night for Wayne. That one's tapped foul. Wayne has had a runner on base every inning in this one, whereas Upper Darby's only had runners on base in one inning. Swung on and missed. That one's high. They swung on and getting a piece of it is Mutz. Defensively, D'Ambrosio does stay in the game to play third base, and it is a man out in right field. There do not appear to be any further changes. That one's fouled off. Out of play. And Mutz takes up and in. Trying to find out if there's an official scoring decision on that play that Mutz made defensively in the fifth as he hits one through the right side for a base hit. As that is the only thing even closely approximating a base hit for Upper Darby tonight. I bring it up because 3 years ago yesterday, Brad Skull threw a no-hitter for Concord in the championship series. Costello fields one up the middle, the throw over to second for one, back to first. A 1-6-3 double play. Malik at third. And now 2 outs. Costello with a little bit of an off-balance play. Pretty difficult to keep your balance and even wherewithal as he spins and fires to second. So a nice play for the Upper Darby defense. And that'll bring up Nate Sides. Sides singled and scored last time up. Takes it inside, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Rips that one foul into the stands. Down the right field line. On the ground to third, D'Ambrosio takes a nice route to get behind it. Fields that one, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits. No errors. A nice double play. They leave 1. Last chance saloon time for Upper Darby. They trail by 8. It's 8-0. We got that scoring decision. It's not the one we wanted. Cam Mathis gave up 1 hit in 6 innings. He is out. Tommy Bradley is on the mound. So through 7 innings in the series, Cam Mathis has faced 1 over the minimum. Upper Darby trails 8-0. Josh Hankins takes blown away. It's the second ball of the at-bat. Bill Ford checking into the game as the new catcher. And should Upper Darby do the relatively improbable, he will bat in the 5th spot in the order, vacated by now the DH, Mike Valente, as Tommy Bradley moves to the mound. It's a called strike, followed by a foul ball. So 2-2 the count to Hankins. It's Hankins, Tyson, and Anastasio on the last of the 7th. Due up for the Blue Sox as we reach the 2-hour mark of this one. Bradley winds. That one is on the ground to short. Picked up by Sides over to first in time. So final line for Cam Mathis tonight. 6 innings, no runs, 1 hit. He struck out 5. He allowed a walk. It's a masterful outing. He's got 7 shutout innings in the series. As the pitch from Bradley bounces in there. By my count, he has faced 22 batters, allowed 1 hit. Batting average against of .045 for Cam Mathis in this series. As Tyson rips one foul out of play down the right field line. Game 4 tomorrow night. We'll be here at 5:45 here at Cardinal O'Hara. Assuming, as I mentioned, the improbable doesn't happen, Wayne will look to clinch their 18th Delco League title. On the ground to third, Malik gloves it to throw, way off line, but Wells is able to snag it and tag the bag with his glove. A little bit of an adventure, but 2 down, and the final out comes down now to Max Anastasio to try to keep this game alive. Anastasio 0 for 1 with a walk. That 5th inning walk to lead off the frame, the first base runner of the night, of which Upper Darby has only had 2. Bradley's pitch is in for a called strike. That's low, 1-1. Again, should we need a Game 5 in this series, it will be Sunday at Devon Prep. First pitch scheduled for 2 o'clock. Low for a ball to Max Anastasio. And it bounces up there. Bradley winds. Anastasio takes low. He's got his 2nd walk of the ball game. So Andrew Yates, he steps in. Takes the first pitch low. Pitch is high, 2-0. No word on the starting pitchers for tomorrow's game yet. That's 3-0 to Yates. This is really what you don't want to see. You've got an 8-0 lead. You bring a young guy in to throw an inning to cap it off, and it's 2 quick outs, and then starts missing the strike zone. The 3-0 is high, a 4-pitch walk to Andrew Yates. So Joe Supa steps in, and now we have a brief delay because somebody beyond the left field fence has decided to leave early and put their headlights on. So Bradley from the stretch, first pitch to Supa, down and in. Not a lot of traffic to beat at Cardinal O'Hara. No reason to leave early. The 1-0. In for a strike. Tyler Summerall on deck. Swung on and missed. So Darby down to the last strike. Bradley kicks. Upstairs, 2-2. Bradley has assigned the 2-2 pitch on the ground. It will sneak its way through the infield. Mutz is able to knock it down on the grass. So Upper Darby has 2 hits in the game. Joe Supa has both of them. That one, and no doubt about it. So whether you agree with the previous scoring decision or not, the no-hit bid is definitively over. Now Upper Darby's got the bases loaded with 2 outs for Tyler Summerall, and they are just 4 batters away from the tying run coming to the plate. First pitch from Bradley in the dirt. Takes that one at the shins, 2-0. That one's high. It's got 3 balls and no strikes to Tyler Summerall. Billy D'Ambrosio waiting on deck. He theoretically could end up with more plate appearances than the guy he replaced, even though he only played the last 2 innings. As Summerall takes a strike. Pitch from Bradley. That one misses, so it is a bases-loaded walk. The shutout is over. Brian Feely in the Wayne dugout has got to be beside himself here. It's now an 8-1 ball game. 3 2-out walks as Feely strides out to the mound. Imagine that Wayne has somebody up and loose enough to come into this game, considering the situation, the game state coming into the inning. But an RBI for Summerall, and that'll bring up D'Ambrosio. Like I said, his second plate appearance. Christian Strickland started the game, played 2 different positions. He only got 1 trip to the dish. So Bradley from the windup with the bases loaded. Misses outside, 1-0. John Amon on deck. For Darby, trying to do to Wayne what Wayne did to Narberth in Game 2 of the semifinals. As a called strike, it's 1-1. Narberth took an 8-0 lead into the 7th Wayne proceeded to bring the tying run to the plate in the person of Nate Sides. As Ambrosia takes a strike, it's 1-2. Wayne would go on to win the next 2 games and the series in resounding fashion, but 1-2. Low 2-2. Of course, this damage not being done with the bats, being done by virtue of the walk. The 2-2. That one's taken for ball 3. Now the count goes full. It sounds like there's a night practice or scrimmage football game going on over at Cardinal O'Hara. Pitch to Ambrosia's in the dirt. That's ball 4. It's another walk. Another RBI. It's 8-2. And now you're starting to think, now wait a second. So John Amon due up, a bat from the left side. And you look up at the sky, we don't have much longer to play tonight. In a game that, honestly, hasn't felt like it's been in doubt since the first inning. And now they just call a balk on Tommy Bradley. Although he does deprive Amon of the opportunity to drive in a run with a walk. So it's now 8-3. And Adam Fine on deck. Josh Hankins, the tying run is in the hole. Bradley's first pitch misses for ball 1. So Summerall at third. D'Ambrosia at second. A called strike to Amon, 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. But we've been in this spot before. The pitch. Fouled off out of play. This is the beauty of the game of baseball. Well, according to its detractors, it's everything that's wrong with the game of baseball. The 1-2 pitch. That one's hitting the air to left. Briner is over towards the line. He'll make the catch. And once and for all, that will do it for this one. Wayne moves to within 1 win of its 18th Delco League title. They win this one 8-3. The star of the game, Cam Mathis, 6 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's got 7 shutout innings in the series. For Upper Darby there in the 7th. 3 runs on just 1 hit. There were no errors. They leave 2. Mathis the winner. He goes to 2-0 in the series. The loss to Frank Perotti. He's 0-1. The time of the game, 2 hours and 11 minutes. As we said, Wayne will look to clinch the series tomorrow night. Upper Darby has to win to force Game 5 on Sunday. We will have it for you here from Cardinal O'Hara. Once again, for Wayne, 8 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They leave 10 for Upper Darby. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 3. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night right here on DelcoLeague.com. We'll see you then.